How did we get here? If we haven't met yet, my name is Sam, and I am the founder of Your Admin Ninja and Retention Made Simple. They're actually the same thing. Your Admin Ninja has been around since 2019. Retention Made Simple is now the product that we're offering as part of Your Admin Ninja. And I've had a lot of people commenting on my post in different places on social media. So I thought I would tell a little bit of an origin story so that maybe you would understand how we got from over here to over here. And for those of you that I don't know in real life or you haven't been following me for a long time, I am very thankful to have you come across my page here to find me. And hopefully you'll learn some things about how to build a stronger business, building client retention from the beginning of the process, and how you can fill that leaky bucket where people are coming in as fast as they're coming in, they're leaving. And I started my admin company in 2019, just before COVID. It was about a year before COVID. So it was April of 2019, Yeah. with the intent of being able to work from anywhere I wanted to and allow other people to do the same thing. And that happened really quickly. And within about a month of starting my company, I had more work to do than I could do myself. And I was able to bring on other people, other ninjas, contractors to help me get the work done on time and correctly. There were three things that we were focusing on. One was general admin. Two was what I call social media light. We are not a marketing company, but we can create social media to get you continued exposure. If somebody does to check you out on social media, they'll see who you are, they'll know what you do. And then the third thing was client care. And that has always been my heart. From the beginning, it's always been my heart. Working with businesses to learn how to keep their clients longer, get more referrals, just makes their business better. But what I found out over since 2019 is that most of the businesses that we've been attracting and working with are still on the front end of figuring out who their ideal client is and how to have enough clients coming in to really focus on retention. In that, we got all of our businesses come from referrals. And so I know how to build with referrals and I know how to do a good job. And what I recognized though, a couple of years in was we had basically become a social media company where we were trying to help our clients really focus on social media, not client retention, not even general admin for the most part. And that's not something that I really wanted. We can do social media, but it's not what I want to focus on. It's most certainly not what I want to be known for, because between you and me, social media is a necessary evil. I don't necessarily enjoy social media. And so from the very beginning, knowing client care has been my passion. I started trying to create something that would be special, that would make your admin ninjas be different from all the other virtual admin companies. We're actually more of an online business manager anyway, but in 2019, that term wasn't around. So if you think of traditional VA, somebody says, oh, I need a VA. That's not what we do. We're not just task oriented. We're in the process, we're in the weeds. We're truly trying to be a partner and help somebody's business be better from the inside out, not just tactical getting the stuff done. And when I think of most VA companies, you say, I want this done, and this is what they do. And we definitely get the work done, but that's not our order of operations. And so in 2020, maybe the beginning of 21, I created something called Ninja Kai, Client Appreciation Initiative. And what that was, or what I was trying to have it be, was where we would bring on clients that all we did was their client care. That was it. We weren't trying to do anything else for them. And I never fully rolled it out because it just wasn't right. And then in 23, I did something called Get More Referrals by Showing Appreciation. It's an online course. I created it over the course of the weekend, video series, templates, everything you could need, my entire system of what you could need. And when I started trying to roll that out, and what I found is that even the people who signed up for it, they never went through the course. So I'm like, if they're not going to go through it, why am I going to sell it to them? And so that wasn't it. And then last year, I guess 24, 25, sometime in 25, I had done something called Churn Busters. And it was going to be an online community where we did monthly type things together, trying to focus on how to reduce churn. Because doing that on school, which I love school as a platform, doing that on school, they were mostly business owners who are working on reducing churn on school. We typically work with more traditional businesses. So I had to pivot from that because the audience I was attracting was not the right type of client for what we were trying to do. And then November of 24, was that 24? I get the years mixed up. So don't quote me on the years. So we're in 26 now. So November of 24 is when I really started working. I'm like, this is going to work. I just haven't figured out the right combination of things. And so that's when I came up with the gratitude blueprint. And that is like my heart, because I believe that when you show appropriate appreciation along with doing a good job, that's when your business will grow. There's 3 steps that I teach, and it's proper onboarding, appreciation, and feedback. And with those 3 things, it's just almost like you're building in almost guaranteed retention. But what I found in testing the market, that nobody knew what the gratitude blueprint meant. And so now we're into 4 or 5 revisions of the thing, and I have created, and what we're going with, and I have no intention of changing, is called Retention Made Simple. Create client loyalty without a ton of tech, time, or money. And so what this is that makes it different is that it's not just a course. There are videos, if you want to watch it, are there. But what you're actually getting is my exact systems, and you get my brain for our Done With You program, where once a month we come together and we actually implement the thing. Because what I found was the other stuff I could have sold, but nobody was doing it. And it was just wasting their money. And I don't want to be part of that. And once a week, we come together for a huddle, talk about what's working, what's not working, answer your questions in real time. And I have been doing the retention thing long before your Admin Ninja. And what I recognized about a year ago, it's all, I guess, August, my husband's birthday, we went to my dad's house and he gave me this leather binder, and it was my grandmother's. And so she owned a company called Client Relations, and she was doing something very similar to me. She wasn't teaching retention, but she was building in retention for her clients. She was sending out 17 cards to her clients over the course of 3 years. And it had all of her systems. Like you could see everything was typed out like on a real typewriter, not computers. This was the mid 70s, handwritten notes, stamps that were like 10 cents. And so in that moment, I was just reminded literally, this is what I was meant to do. And so in the last year, since we've been transitioning from doing admin, mostly social media, and really focusing on client care, we've had to let some of our clients go because they're just not a good fit. And if you're so busy holding on to what you have, even though you know it's not the right thing, you're not going to have enough room to hold on to what you're supposed to have. And so we had a situation happen a couple of weeks ago with the client, and they were wanting us to change what we were doing. They wanted us to change what we were doing for them. And I talked to my teammate who was managing the account, and we actually had a discussion of, do we even try and make this change for them? Or do we say, hey, we're really leaning in on client care, and we're going to help you try and find somebody else that can help you with XYZ. But we didn't do that. We decided to go ahead and continue working with them because we like them. We want them to get results. We know we can do the work. And I got an email from them today saying, hey, we love you. We love what you do. There's absolutely no harm, no foul. Totally will review you. but we've decided to go with someone else. And the sense of relief was like, oh, it's one less thing for us to be responsible that's not our focus. My word for the year is focus. Focus. It's right there on the wall. Focus. And right below it, it says, F your feelings, follow the plan. And retention made simple is not something that I just threw together. It's something that has come together through a series of events over my life in the last few years where I believe I have the magic sauce for any size business who wants to have a done with you program. So it's a fraction of the cost of the done for you program. We can do your done for you. We'll get that stuff done. It's just going to cost a lot more than the done with you. And so if you are a newer business and you have 20 or fewer clients and you're brand new and you want to build in retention from the beginning and have this just be part of what you do, the founding member price that we have right now is so low that truly anybody can afford it. So I'm going to put a link to the information around this video where you can learn about the Done With You founding member special. And if the link's still working, the special is still good. I truly want small business owners, entrepreneurs, founders, if you have a heart of growing without the hustle, without having to be on the treadmill, without having to continue, like you get 5 new clients and 3 leave within a couple of weeks or a couple of months instead of staying for years, there's a problem. And it doesn't have to be that way. And retention made simple, you can truly create client loyalty without a ton of tech, time, or money. And we're here to help you to do exactly that.